All right, this is call number 2023-1581 in the interest of Zoe and Jacob Guerrero. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Guerrero, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Jacob Guerrero, and I'm the father of
Okay.
Zoe and Jacob.
All right. Mr. Gomez, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
Robert Gomez, and I'm not the father.
Is this a putative father, Ms. Berard?
That's correct, Your Honor. Mr. Gomez is the presumed father. And Mr. Guerrero is the alleged father.
All right. Go to note that the mother, Michelle Andrea Gonzalez, is not present. She was personally served on September 27th, 2021 at 10:35 a.m. She's not made an appearance or filed an answer. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We will proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, I do believe, though, we should have additional notice sent to her if that is printed out, as she did participate in DNA testing.
Let's see if I can find. Oh, that's Williams. Hold on a second.
And then there should be four at the back.
It was a proposed order for parentage testing. Is that what you're talking about?
No, Your Honor, she's been in jail. I don't believe that she has signed.
Hello?
Okay, I don't see any notice.
It would have been printed, Your Honor, so I'm checking with Mr. Barrera because it's, since she participated
Underneath
in.
the order. Hold on. It wasn't printed, evidently. Okay, but in any event, she did not file an answer. We can proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would first call Mr. Gomez, who is the presumed father on this case.
Okay.
Mr. Gomez, you were married to Miss Gonzalez, is that correct, or is still currently married?
No, ma'am, I'm divorced. It's been a good while already.
Okay. But at the time when these children were born, they were either born within 300 days of your divorce or they were not addressed in your divorce. Is that your understanding? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You were the presumed father for these children, and you've completed DNA testing showing that you are not the father. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have no intention of wanting to be named the father of these two children in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So beyond the finding that you are not the father, you have no other issues with any of the other orders in this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerrero, do you have any questions of Mr. Gomez?
No, sir.
All right. Can Mr. Gomez be excused, Ms. Farrar?
He may, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gomez, you're excused. We're going to be finding
thank
that
you.
you're not the biological father of the children. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
At this time, then the state would call Mr. Guerrero. Sir, you participated in DNA testing and the results didn't come back as positive for both children. Is that correct?
Didn't come back positive. What do you mean?
Positive that you are the father of both children, meaning your DNA is positive between you and them.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your Honor, this time I believe the state would ask you to take judicial notice of the
oh.
DNA test reports, which should be in the court's file.
All right,
indicating-
I'm looking at the DNA test report, which indicates that the alleged father, Jacob Guerrero, is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Zoe Guerrero. Also, that he is, and that Roberto Gomez is excluded as the biological father of Zoe Guerrero. Okay, that's one child. Are there some other DNA tests?
Yes, Your Honor, there's two different files.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. One, two. I only see two test reports.
Scroll down. See, scroll down. Maybe it could be done.
Under the DNA test report would indicate that the alleged father, Jacob Guerrero, is not excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Jacob Guerrero. And another DNA test report would indicate that the alleged father, Roberto Gomez, is excluded as the biological father of the tested child, Jacob Guerrero. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Guerrero, you're asking to keep both children, their last name is Guerrero. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And in regards to conservatorship, you have no objection to being named joint managing conservator with Ms. Gonzalez, with you designating the residence with a geographic restriction to Harris and contiguous counties. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Ms. Gonzalez is currently in I'm sorry, I froze.
Yes,
Ms.
she's
Gonzalez is
incarcerated.
in Harris County Jail. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so should she be released, you have no objection to her having visitation, but you would request that based on her drug usage, lack of stability, that begin with periods, the 4 phases of possession with 6 periods each, and that any of the supervised be located at the Willowbrook Mall food court. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And should she complete all of those, and once that is done, then you have no objection to a standard possession order being entered in this case. Is that your understanding of
correct.
the agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And in that standard possession order, any further pickup and drop off will also occur at the Willowbrook Mall food court. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, since she is currently incarcerated, you understand that child support and medical support will both be set at 0 beginning September 1st of 2022, but that can be always modified in the future should she be released from jail. Is that your understanding and agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
And how are these 2 children covered by insurance?
Medicaid.
We're going to order you to maintain that government medical assistance. And in regards to retroactive child support, medical support, or dental, you are not requesting any retro support. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, as for the non-disclosure findings, we've agreed and you've agreed to a mutual non-disclosure where your or her address are both kept out of there. There was some allegations that she had made against you in the past that were dismissed, and mixed with her drug use and instability. You've asked for your address information to be kept out of this court order. Is that correct?
Correct.
And so since both of those, since this is mutual, you have no objection to it being entered, even though you've alleged that any allegations against you are incorrect. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. That concludes the order, Your Honor. Pass my witness.
Okay. The court will also note that the mother, Michelle Gonzalez, was further notified of this court hearing by certified mail return receipt requested that was delivered on July 14th, 2022. And okay, okay. And the court then will approve the order as submitted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Guerrero, you're free to go.
All right. I think the orders, will they be mailed to me?
You would have to request a copy from the county clerk's office.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
That's Williams.
Did you like on the wrong docket sheet?
Yes. What case are we dealing with, Gerard?
Your Honor, this is the Hamilton Stewart case. It's a possible referral to district. That is
There-
2020.
Was there a hearing on August 23rd?
Today is August 23rd.
Okay, somewhere I put the docket entry on this case on one of the default hearings.
If you read the terms, I could probably tell you at this point what it is.
Now, I don't know what the terms were, but it was a SAPSR. But anyway, I'm going to edit this,
That's
remove it. Hmm?
There's an empty docket sheet.
Okay. Okay, so we're dealing with Hamilton now. Both are present.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Stewart's by phone, and Mr. Hamilton, if you could activate your video. Thank you, sir.
All right, this is call number 2020-27489 in the interest of Rondell Hamilton. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Ma'am? Ms. Stewart, are you there? You need to unmute yourself. Press *6. All right.
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now. What is your answer to the question that I just posed?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please identify yourself and your relationship to the child.
My name is Randisha Stewart. I am the mother of Rondell Hamilton.
All right, sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Ronald Hamilton, and I'm the father of Rondell Hamilton.
All right, and representing the Attorney General, State of Texas.
Andrea Perard.
Ms. Farrar, we've got an original petition and a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. What are we doing today?
That's correct, Your Honor. Your Honor, it's my understanding that each parent is alleging that the child is residing with them. And so at this time, it appears that this is going to be a custody dispute, therefore before the court on a possible referral to district.
All right, then this matter is transferred to the 311th District Court. DRO mediation is ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.